Live your life within the moment, moment. And don't go wait until the morning, morning. You never know when it is over, over. All that I know is we'll get older, older. So let us dance this night away. To the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. We get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air get thinner. Standing in a blurry green. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment. Till the morning, morning. You never know when it is over, over. All that I know is we'll get older, older. So let us dance this night away. Thinner. I'm standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. So let us dance this night away.
It has been a minute since I have been able to do a live stream. How are you, lovelies? Thank you for catching me, whether you are watching this live or on the replay, whichever it may be. I thank you guys so much for joining me this evening. We are going to be doing something a little bit different. So, first of all, this screen has completely changed. We're gonna go onto another screen in a moment, and this way we can play a little bit games together. First of all, I want to say hi to TNN. Hey, Tom Ford. Yeah, TNN, I reset my AR on DoorDash. What a mistake. Nothing but trash. That does not surprise me, and that's why I even, for example, I do something like this, and this represents my opinion on that. That's a trash can with DoorDash in it. So yeah, that's exactly where it belongs. Now tonight we're gonna have a special live stream. So it's been a little while since I've streamed. It's been a while since I had the burnout session, and I'm super happy to be back. And that's why I want to take things a little bit lighter tonight. So tonight, we're going to do something different. We're actually going to play a game. It's going to be called Would You Rather. Now, when it comes to this game, this is all for just the intent of having fun. So I'm going to go over some rules here that I have laid out so that everybody kind of understands how this is going to go through this evening, because it is not common that we get gig tubers that end up doing live streams like this. And I put a little fun animated music there. I think you can hear it. I don't know, I had to go with the theme. So this is just for fun, guys. I just put this together because we want to have some fun tonight. It's not a giveaway. I know that sometimes with a game show, people assume automatically that it's going to be a giveaway. I am not a millionaire YouTuber. I'm not even a YouTuber that can pay her bills fully on YouTube, from YouTube. So no, that won't be the thing. No answer is the wrong answer. Participation makes it more fun. And opinions are good, and insults, well, they're not so good. So because of that, these are the rules that are going to be set up here, just to let you guys know. Additionally, here's a note. If you have a question that's not related to any of this game, not a problem. Type the Q before your question. That way I know that you have a Q, and Q with a semicolon. And for my moderators, just keep on doing what you're doing. You guys have always been fantastic. And if there's a troll in the mix, please remove them so that we don't have to deal with them anymore. So that's what we're going to be doing here this evening. So we're going to be having a little bit of fun here. There's not going to be any wrong answer. And I also want to start off, as I do in every single live stream, I want to start off by saying thank you to Hospital Foods. Hospital Food, you have always been somebody that's contributed to this channel, regardless if it's things like super thanks, super chat, whatever it may be. Frank the Pug has just become a member. You know what, Frank? The one time I don't have the membership line up for when it comes to the animations, I appreciate that. So now, Frank, if you go ahead and you type in a semicolon and then you type in Uber, and of course, because I'm typing, it's doing this, you can now use emojis. Just don't remove you. I will not remove you. If you do a semicolon ASH, you can now use those emotes when it comes to this whole entire conversation that we're going to be doing. So, again, thank you, Hospital Food, and I want to say thank you to these three lovelies as well, who have also become members. So my brother Frank just became a member, and that's, you know, it's super cool that you did that on the live stream, Frank. I appreciate that. Hospital Food, Lauren, and GTQC number 1, aka my lovely Guillaume. I appreciate you guys so much for becoming members. It does help improve my channel, and the more members we have, the more I can do emotes. So Frank, if you want to do emote, it's a semicolon for you to dot dot Frank, the dot dot. Then just type Ash, or if you want to do semicolon, you can do Uber Eats. Type it, click it. There you go. There you go. So Frank found out how to do this. And because of that, Frank can now use it on this. So we're going to play an edition of Would You Rather. So I have done this before previously in live streams. Tonight I have gathered questions. This is all it's about. If you want to go ahead and answer in the chat, whether you become a member and use emotes, go for it. Or if you prefer to just simply answer in the chat, there's no wrong answer. I do have something called slow-mo enabled. So what that means is if you're typing in the chat, you will only be able to type once within 20 seconds, and then you can type again and enter it in the chat. The reason for this is because we want to have fun. We don't want trolls invading this live stream, so this prevents that from them from doing that. And I also have, what am I thinking of? What's it called? Subscriber only mode. There we go. So with subscriber only mode, hey Sports Entertainment, hey Guillaume, I was just mentioning you. I was just giving a shout out for thanking you for your membership recently. I appreciate that. Guillaume and Frank, you two can answer this using emojis because you two are currently members. Which one? Uber Eats or DoorDash? I want you guys to pop it in with the emotes. It's pretty fun. If you forget, do semicolon Ash and you'll see them all come up here. So for those that are just coming into this live stream, I do have subscribers only. Now what that involves is in order for you to comment within the chat, you will have to be a subscriber. Why do I do this? It is only for the capabilities of having people being able to come into the chat and not be trolls. So it helps to reduce it. It helps to have everybody be able to have fun, so I have enabled that. So Frank, I already know your answer here. Which would you rather? This is not for food delivery. This is for food deliveries, rather. This is not for shop and pay orders. So some people might ask that because there's different ones. You got shop and pay with Uber Eats and you got shop and pay with DoorDash. So which would you rather? So I have Frank going in with Uber Eats. I'm gonna pop in mine if nobody already realized this. And of course, because I'm typing, it will automatically go to my next slide. That's fine. I don't mind that. Here we go. So which would you lovelies rather? I much rather go with Uber Eats. For those that already know, I popped a community tab post in, what was it, a couple of days ago? DoorDash. Harsh mysteries going with DoorDash. Interesting. I popped a community tab asking people, like, based on this channel, based on everything you see, we got DY is going with Uber as well. Guillaume is going with Uber. Frank is spamming with Uber. He likes that. He likes it. Tom is going with Uber Eats. There's no wrong answer in the mix. It is strictly for fun. When I popped it in the community tab, I was asking people if they knew what my channel's main content was about, and it's definitely Uber Eats. I am in an oversaturated Uber Eats market. It's fun. It's okay. DoorDash has too much requirements for me. That's why, just like Guillaume was saying, DoorDash is door trash. That's exactly right. I'm having fun with these emotes. I can't wait to make more. I think YouTube said I need 5 or 6 subscribers to do that, so that'll be fun. Then I can pop another one. Sports entertainment. I applied for DoorDash. They still haven't accepted me. I'm wondering if that's because your market is not actually a big DoorDash market. Some markets are just not. Some of them are just not. LJ, thanks for coming in here, sweetheart. Good morning from the UK. Everyone, hit that like button for you accepting that order. Like you're accepting that order. Thank you for that, love. I appreciate that. Hello, troublesome Rodney. How you doing tonight, love? Rodney, which one? LJ, which one? DoorDash or Uber Eats? We're not talking about shop and pay. We are just talking in general. Do you guys vibe the... I don't know if you can hear it, but do you vibe the video game music? I'll shut up for a minute. Let me put that up. Let's see. Do you guys vibe this? I vibe it. I wanted to do a different playlist, but this one's gonna be on for a while. So we got a lot. I think the over census here is definitely Uber Eats, with the exception Rodney likes Uber Cheats. Yes, Rodney calls them Uber Cheats. I say, yeah, I guess that's the best one is Uber Cheats for Uber Eats. DoorDash is Door Trash, and I just skip with Skip. Hi, Ash, stopping in to show some love and support real quick. I've got to leave in about 5 minutes, but let's play. Well, Mark, it might be harder for you to play considering the fact that you are not a gig worker, but based on what you see by watching gig videos, which one do you think you would like more, Uber Eats or DoorDash? Only 4 thumbs up, hit that line. DUI says, did a bit of DoorDash, but after I learned that they don't provide tax summaries, it's a bye-bye for me. What do you mean they don't provide tax summaries? They have to. We have to get a statement to declare our employment. But you know what? If they don't, what is that classified as? Under the table? I'm not sure how they do that. Sports entertainment. If Uber Eats has some sort of lock-in for tip baiters, 100% Uber Eats would win. I agree. I agree 110% on that, because DoorDash in this side, the screen anyways, DoorDash has one problem. They don't show me tip transparency enough. Like every time I turn around, it's always like maximum, I don't know, $8 or $9 to go 4 or 5 kilometers. You have to look at the items each time to see if it's worthwhile. With Uber Eats, they might not show me the full tip, but for example, last night I took $20 double stacked for 6 kilometers, and I'm just gonna dial this. There we go. I think that's good. I did $20 for 6 kilometers, and then it ended up being $30 in the end. So I don't mind if they're not going to show me the full tip, but at least they're showing me that it's going to be at least $20. I learned from you, DoorDash. Oh, you're sarcastic, Mark. You are sarcastic. If anybody watches my channel, they know for a fact that DoorDash is not going to be my ranking one. Although, when it comes to DoorDash, I will admit, when I do get some offers that I do accept, they tend to be great offers from DoorDash. But because my market is such a heavy Uber Eats market, it's going to be Uber Eats for a long time. That's just how it goes. TN is definitely Uber Eats as well. LJ says, that's a hard one, as I had my first Just Eat shift today, and I loved it. Steady pay for my first shift, went on Uber for an hour, I got nothing, so I'll keep neutral on this one. I respect that, LJ. Neutral is a nice one. That's why I think I said this before, I showed this before, if you take a look. I have it, opinions are good and insults are bad, and I should put neutral is right too. Awesome. DY checked on DoorDash for Canada, and it says they don't provide any form of tax-related documents, summaries, or mileage, how much earned, unlike... Well, then how do they expect us to claim it in taxes? Because I'll just go off not claiming it. I don't care. Like, I will claim what I'm supposed to claim, but if the company doesn't provide, that's like paying people under the table, and they essentially can't do that. But what I have to do, and I haven't done it yet, is I have to log into each one of these companies on the website to verify for taxes. I haven't even done that yet, and we're in mid-February, so I gotta get my tail going on that. Mark says, we do not have bags from stores here in New York anymore. How will that affect DoorDash and Uber Eats drivers in New York? So, if we're talking about grocery deliveries, that's okay. It gets charged to the customer for small bags, and then it tends to be that the driver will use their reusable bags to bring it to your location. If we're talking about food deliveries, the bags are provided by us anyways. I mean, DoorDash provides a small dinky one, but you know, most of us buy them on Amazon. So I think that's how most people are going to get by with it, is probably like that. Also, when it comes to things like those, what do you call it, plastic bags for produce, those ones, it's a hit and miss on it. I like to put them inside my cooler bag and get them that way, but it depends. Frank says, you don't, as per Uber site, under 35K does not need to claim taxes. Okay, but you still have to claim to the government, because then the government needs to know you're under 35K. How else are they supposed to know? You gotta file the taxes in order for them to know. Parole says, made 75 in Côte d'Azur. Well, thanks for popping in here. Area for 3.5 hours on Uber Eats only. Only app I use. Also told them to not send me package orders. Yes, you can decline that. You can opt out of that. Okay, so let me do the math here. Okay, yeah, 75 for 3.5. It's not bad. It's my borderline for sure, because you're basically essentially pushing at 20 an hour. But it's good considering the fact that you're in Montreal. Côte d'Azur is quite far from my area, but I've been there enough times. But when it comes down to it, I would go with 20 an hour. It's hard right now because we're just starting to come out of that whole, what do you call it? The January slowdown period. So yeah, it's a little hard. So I would take that. I mean, what else are we going to take? Especially when we get the freedom to go wherever we want, when we want, kind of thing, right? I would reject the package orders too. I get them all the time, and I don't know if you do too, Parul. I get them from Montreal. No, Distrant going to Montreal. Frank says, I will find out, because if Uber don't give us anything, well, at least we did try. Well, that's the thing. I'm not comfortable not filing taxes because a company does not want to give me things. But if I have to put into my documents that this is what it is, I mean, that's exactly what it is. But yeah, we will find out. Taxes are going to be sloppy this year because, as Frank knows, as my brother and all you guys know, I went from half one company to another company. So this will be fun. So I guess the census is, there's a lot of people saying they would rather Uber Eats. Some are saying DoorDash. Some of them don't want to touch DoorDash because they won't give us a statement saying the fact that we're employees, which I don't blame them, because if I can't declare it on taxes, I don't want the government up my AWS or AW snakes as they call it. So I get that. Let's go on to the next one. Uber Eats gives us a tax summary. Yes, they do. I mean, I'm hoping that I'm still not going to pay too much when it comes to taxes this year, but we shall see. Sports entertainment. I made 77 in 3 hours yesterday for Super Bowl. Was expecting a bigger payout. I was pissed at Super Bowl. I went out yesterday afternoon, did great for 2 hours, went out last night, started at 4:15, got my first double stack order, $20, 6 kilometers, only 2 hours after I started. Horrible. DoorDash doesn't, so you'll have to calculate everything yourself. Well, if that's the case scenario, that's easy. I don't have a lot of DoorDash. I'm probably, I don't know, less than $500 on DoorDash to claim, so it makes no difference. That's fine by me. Instacart, I think I have more than I do DoorDash, but I'm mainly Uber Eats. So would you rather DoorDash or Instacart when it comes to a shop and pay? So we're doing groceries now. We switched it over to groceries. Which one would you prefer? DoorDash or Instacart? Hey, if it's under the table, I'm down to keep it that way. I agree. I would prefer that, Frank, but they make us declare it, and this is the problem. They don't give us specific insurance companies because you're not with a specific company, and then you turn around and, you know, it comes to tax time, and this is all up in the air. So this is going to be very interesting. Guillaume is going for Instacart. Sports entertainment, going for Instacart. This song is annoying the crap out of me. Let's see if I can get rid of this song or fast forward it. Tom Ford, DoorDash. Even though I don't do DoorDash. Instacart, hell no. Sports entertainment. Ah, thank you. He put a sports entertainment, that is cheating. You put a carrot emoji. I love it. I'm looking and I'm like, wait, that's not the Instacart one. That is literally a carrot. OJ says, Cupid season this month. All them lovers are getting romantic by feeding love. One with fast food. Hope it's busy for everyone's orders. I do anticipate going out tomorrow, especially tomorrow evening. Valentine's Day is not something I celebrate in my life. It's not something I care about. And to all those lovelies that end up wanting to buy food for their significant other, I'll go drop it off. Just tip me. And don't be creepy on it, trying to call me later to ask me out on a date when it's Valentine's Day. That's just a little out of my comfort zone. Sports Entertainment. Hey, Jack. AKA the other brother in my life. How's it going? I use usernames, even though I know, of course, your real name, Jack, but I'll go by that just like I go by Frank by Frank. Frank says, Instacart sucks in our market. DoorDash sucks in our market. So both suck. You just really wanted to use those emotes, didn't you? Guillaume, did you really just do that? Did you really just do that? You just poed a Sports Entertainment by sticking a carrot there? I will admit, my vote goes to the carrot too. Awesome, Jack. I guess you're working or hardly working, eh? That's the way. If you're on my live stream and I know what you do for a living, I would say you're hardly working. All right, Jack. Based on your sister and your brother, who both do this for a living part-time, well, full-time for me, part-time for your other brother, which one do you think is better for groceries, DoorDash or Instacart? Come on, Jack, you got this. Tom, just tip me. I love it. Well, it's true. You want to get romantic with your honey? I'm all for it. Just tip me and I'll drop off your food. And also, please, if you're doing a meet at the door, do not arrive at the door naked. That's just, no. I know it's Valentine's Day, but I don't have to see your love moon. Like, no. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with this vote being for Instacart. We all know that. It was funny when I posted recently, like, what's my main app? And some people actually put DoorDash on the bottom of my list. Hey, Gary, DoorDash can't tip bait. Well, on yeah, true. Instacart, they can. They can. Jack, not I do it myself. Yeah, I think Jack needs to be my delivery driver and come deliver my groceries. Because he's always up and about, Provigo and everything. Is Jack who I think it? Yes. Yes, he is, Frank. Jack is your brother. Come on. Jack and Frank are brothers, and the fact that I know this and you both don't. We go by usernames here, people. We don't go by real names when I'm bugging my brothers. DoorDash can't tip me, Gary, but DoorDash can't pay me enough to do their orders that they want me to do. That's the way I look at this. I don't know. I've never had a shop and pay from DoorDash that's worthwhile. Never. Yes, Frank. Yes. So now I got my two siblings battling it out in the chat. At least we draw the line there. Like, I don't have any other siblings past these two blockheads. There we go. These two are gonna bicker like little babies. Now, would you rather? And Frank, this is the one I want to see you comment on. Would you rather deliver a sushi order or a Chinese order? You can go big or go home. You can go small Chinese order, small sushi order, but you gotta pick one. Dean, when I get orders from DoorDash, they are basically restaurants, and the shop and pay is generally not groceries. I'm usually just picking up things like medications, toiletries, and not groceries. Well, toiletries could really help out some people there, Dean. I agree. When I get DoorDash orders, it's a lot like that. They have increased the shop and pay in my market, but not like super dramatically speaking. But yeah, for the most part, it is like that. Sports Entertainment is dropping an emoji for sushi, going for sushi. And yes, Frank, you can. I don't think Jack is going to join to be a member just because Jack's not cool enough. But if Jack wants to go ahead and subscribe as a member for his sister, he can also do that. Considering Frank did subscribe, and now Frank is paying $1.99 per month to benefit his sister and help so that she can make more emojis. Hint, hint, Jack. We got sushi. We got sushi. We got sushi. Wow, 3 sushi orders coming right up. I'll say mine in a minute. I know we got 18 lovelies in the house here, so I want to see some more pop in that chat. Got a call. No worries, Frank. You better come back because I know you're going to enjoy this game. I know you like this stuff. No preference, but sushi typically pays more. Jack, everybody can see what you do. Even if you do that on the stream, it's going to give you a nice little, like, dinosaur underneath right here where my hands are. I'm telling you, it's cute. It's cute. I didn't prep it enough, but anyways. I'm going to have to say, Gary and I don't just share, you know, birthdays in common. We share that in common. I don't have a preference. I will take both. Both of them are generally good, but typically sushi does pay more. What was it the other night that I did? I think it actually was a Chinese order, and I posted it. Was it on Instagram or my community post? I don't remember, but it was a $43 order. I think I also posted it here on YouTube. I don't remember. And it was because $22 of that tip was because it was a huge Chinese order. That was it. Tom, does Uber Eats shop and pay? Is it worth it? Got my card today after 2 months in the mail. Wow, that took forever to get it. Hey, Lauren, how's it going, sweetheart? I appreciate you coming in here. Frank did give me the heads up that you attended his stream last night and you were excited to be here, so I'm happy to have you here, love. I have done one shop and pay. Here's the thing with shop and pays. They always give it to me for a Dollarama, and they give it to me where the Dollarama is nowhere like near where I am. So I have to drive out in order to get there, and that to me is just a waste of gas. So if they were gonna give me a shop and pay that's conveniently close to me, I would do it. But I find their shop and pay with Uber Eats is leaning so much more to Instacart. Because with Instacart, I will see it on the map, and a lot of them are far away. But with Uber, you got like a 30-second timer. They don't have like a map where you can go in and select your shop and pay, and they're always far distance. So for me, shop and pay is not worth it. If they want to make one worth it, I would definitely do it. I'm glad that I'm online too, love. We got Guillaume saying, sushi do pay more on tip, but Chinese, the bill do go high when it's a big one, so huge tip. I also get sushi orders here from Sushi Shop, which is my favorite one to be around, that the tips are very, very large because the orders are large. The one thing that I really love about my market is a lot of people still believe in percentage-based tips. So I find that a lot of people, I don't remember if Uber defaults it to 15 or 18% tip, but I think they default it to 15%, and I find a lot of people just stick with it. Thank you for that, Gary. I appreciate that. Johnny, I don't deliver. Just stop by to show some love. Great work, kiddo. Thank you, Johnny. Go, Johnny, go. Isn't that... No, it's Go, Dog, Go. My son's favorite show. Go, Dog, Go on Netflix. Remember, my son's about to turn 4. He's allowed to like that stuff. You're welcome, Tom. But I would keep a lookout, though, for those shop and pays. Just keep in mind, it kind of has the vibe like Instacart does, which gives you the pressure tactic of having to drive out farther. So if the offer turns around and they say like $15, 8 items, but you see it's far out on the maps, it's going to be quite a few kilometers. I don't remember on shop and pay orders if they show the kilometers or not. I don't remember. No. So I think most of us are, you know, split down the middle on this one. I'm seeing more sushi. I am. But I think all of us have the agreed senses as gig workers that it truly does not matter. We're going to accept them no matter what. They're going to be good as long as they have a tip in the mix. Would you rather deliver, now look at the bottom here, look at the bottom, 4 extra large pizzas or 4 burger meals? So that comes with a fry and a drink. Which one would you rather? I kind of like where my screen is set up here, where the camera is just like right here, not bugging the screen so you guys can see this stuff. Pretty fun. I'm expecting that Sports Entertainment is going to answer with an emote if Sports Entertainment's still in here. 4 extra large pizzas or 4 burger meals. Keep in mind, fries and drinks are there. All right, we got some answers flooding in here. Gary's going for a slice of pizza. He's going in for those 4 extra large pizzas. DY is going to go for the 4 burger meal. GT Guillaume says, I haven't done shop and pay orders with Uber Eats, but if they could put it in a TripAdvisor system, it would help. I agree. I agree. That would be, not this time. That would be a pretty cool thing to do, especially if they put it in a system kind of like Instagram. Oh, Guillaume, have you noticed now Go to opportunities on Uber Eats and tell me if you have a shop and pay order sitting there waiting to go. I had one for today. They're like, here's $13 to go get this many items and travel this many kilometers. I'm like, 13 items? Are you kidding me? $13? Are you kidding me? Sports Entertainment is going with 4 extra large pizzas. Guillaume, thank you, MSS for the thumbs up. We got Guillaume 4 extra large pizzas. Tom Ford is going for the pizzas. Frank says pizzas, hand down, cost more high, chance for better tip. Dean says definitely pizzas. You don't have to deal with the aggravation of carrying drinks, and the order's probably bigger, which means you're going to get a better tip. And Frank decided to randomly pop in the pizza emojis after saying that it's gonna be pizza. I hate drinks, anything with drinks. Well, I'm gonna give my census on this one. You guys might be surprised, but Ash is not going with pizza. I'm going with the 4 burgers. Hey, Bermuda! Who eats sushi? Real man eats french fries, pizzas, nachos, double cheeseburger, ice cream topped with chocolate sauce. Yum. Alley Cat, going with pizza. Thank you so much for that, Bermuda. I truly appreciate that love. It means a lot. Every donation always helps, especially when all of us have been suffering this January slowdown. So that definitely does help. Appreciate that. So, on the contrary to what might be believed, I'm going with the 4 burger meals, and here's the reason why. On the majority of pizza orders, even though 4 extra large pizzas do give me some good tips, I do find that sometimes when I'm catering to a pizza order, I'm actually catering to a kid's party, and I don't mean actually catering. I mean the fact that I'm having to go and drop off for a kid's party, which means it's less tips. With 4 burgers meals, if each combo for a meal is $15, I know that I got at least a $60 order, and I've had it sometimes that on $40 orders, they'll give me $8 tip because they default it to like sometimes 20%, so I do it that. I do agree as well with DY. Pizza orders do have a long wait time sometimes. With a burger, they kind of throw it at us. So, if they're throwing it at us, but don't get me wrong, I love a good pizza order, but I've not had as good experience as probably some of you lovelies have when it comes to these pizza orders. Maybe pizza and I just don't get along as much, but I want to like them. Ash, would you do, would you do eat on your break after you do? What do I eat on my break after deliveries? Absolutely anything my gut can absorb. For a while when I was going through my I'm trying to cut down on fast food. For a while when I was going through my burnout phase, I was very clean. I post on Instagram stories a lot about my everyday life, things that I'm doing. And then on community tabs, I'll try to keep people updated here on YouTube. But currently what I do is like I wake up in the mornings and I'm a big high protein oatmeal girl. So I make it from scratch with just oats, cinnamon, oat milk, and protein. And then I'll throw a banana in to make sure that I'm still upping the carbs. When I get home, because I ate cleaner in the daytime, it's fair game. I am a salty kind of girl. So a pizza would be more, let's say, an ideal choice versus these two for me to eat. But typically, I make sure I defrost a piece of meat like chicken or, I don't know, pork chops, whatever it is for dinner. And I'll have it accompanied with like rice. I can't say I'm a 3 meal a day kind of girl. I am a 3 coffee a day. My only thing is I cannot get out the house before I get my 2 coffees. Absolutely not. I have to have 2 coffees first. So food-wise though, the one thing that did help me a lot, which made me not hungry, but it takes a while to get used to, is shakes that I made from scratch. But I'm not just talking protein shakes like just add protein. I'm talking add your fruits, add your veggies, add your protein. I added chia seeds. I added oat milk for extra carbs. So that's what I was doing. But it can be different. It can be different for everybody. Trying to cut down the fast food is definitely a way to keep your money back in your pocket. But, I mean, who doesn't like going to Starbucks, right, Frank? And getting themselves a venti, too, once in a while. Guillaume says, so I check opportunities, but no, it won't present me to, because it's too far. Interesting. Huh. I don't even know if I still have any. Oh, look who's there. Look who's there. So, Guillaume is just sending me the screenshot, okay, of me. That's not a lovely screenshot of me. If I go to opportunities here, Guillaume, let's see if I have one. TN is going for pizza. Opportunities, no, I don't have one today, but in the daytime they post it, so they always put me a shop and pay in the daytime. It's so annoying. DY says, by the way, if you get Jacques Cartier pizza in Brassard, yes, I know, run from it. It's, even if it's a no run. Why, are they that slow? Are they that slow, really? Would you rather, and this one I can't comment on because I'm not a Sparks girl. Me go to Starbucks? Never. Yeah, every time I'm on the phone with Frank, he's at a Starbucks. Would you rather do for grocery orders Instacart or Walmart Spark? I can't comment on Spark. I don't have it here, but... Tom says, same breakfast in the morning. Sometimes I have same meal at night. When I feel lazy and 2 cups of coffee are so alike. We are so alike. Yes. Yes. I don't mind. I could eat the same thing for breakfast and dinner. I am that kind of girl, but I used to work out like 5-6 days a week and meal prep my food for the entire week, and it would always be the same thing. And then the next week I would change it up, and everybody's like, how could you eat the same thing for 5, 6, 7 days straight? And I'm like, simple. Down the hatch it goes, and I'm a happy camper. It was just a picture I took. Well, I mean, Guillaume, couldn't you like take a picture of me on a better angle? I look so red in the face. My lips look super red on your screen. And I have myself here, like on the replay here on my analytics. And I'm like, wow, your screen does not do me justice, Sergio. Okay, so we got some Sparks not available here. I did expect that. Yes, because a lot of my lovelies too are from Montreal where they don't have it too. So Instacart. If I had to pick, it would be Spark. The reason why I put this into here is because I know a lot of people enjoy Spark. And I know that Spark is higher pay from what I've seen versus Instacart. Sandra is going with Instacart. Thanks for coming in here tonight, love. So yeah, I mean, I can only comment on Instacart, but I wish I could have, wow, Walmart Spark. If I could also have one, I would definitely want Amazon Flex. I would love Amazon Flex. Frank can't vote. We have none where we are. Well, they say we have Instacart, but really, you can say we have it if you never get orders from it. That's true. We don't get a lot of orders in our market area on the South Shore of Montreal when it comes to Instacart. I agree with Frank. Or they want us to go to places like St. Bruno or far in Longueuil. And if I have to go too far, I won't do Instacart, so I agree. Guillaume says that is because dark room, so it's not going to be good from a strong display light. I got you. Hey, I appreciate the picture. You know, it is always weird for me to know that people have me playing on a big screen. I have had numerous people send me a picture saying, hey Ash, I'm watching your live stream. And they send me showing them like on their big ass TV. And I'm like, oh wow, that's a lot of me in one room. Dean, believe it or not, where I live, we deliver Walmart through Uber Eats. Yes, Uber Eats, you read that right. They bring out packages. They don't have Spark here. Dean, we have that in common. I get non-stop Walmart orders and I have never once accepted any of them. Any of them when it comes to Uber Eats. I know they're there. I know they're pretty, but I'm not going to do the orders because one, they're not beneficial, but for some it could be very simple. But do I trust the fact that I can just get there and the order is going to be ready? No. The ones that I get from Uber Eats is you have to go and you're supposed to pick up the items. These are not shop and pay, but Uber Eats have both. They have shop and pay and they have, well, I don't think they have shop and pay for Walmart yet, but they have just go to the parking, go pick it up, put it in the car. And it's like, oh, it's such a pain because I never know if the order is going to be ready. What if you got somebody that's too slow at getting that right? Then it's gonna be so annoying for me. So no, I don't do them either. I don't blame you, Dean. Lauren, get yourself some coffee on me. I'm totally a smoothie and protein shake in the morning or midday. Keeps me fueled all day. Also, love the new layout. Thank you, love. I did this layout just because of the Would You Rather game, but I do have also a main screen layout. I would definitely take a coffee on you, so thank you for that. I am also, if I can, and I was for about 2 months, I was a protein shake every morning, and that's how I had my mornings. And it's just that I got fed up of it over time, so I stopped it. I had to go back to some solid food, but I don't eat cereal. I'm not a bread kind of girl. I'm not even a pasta kind of girl. My devil's advocate is spicy food. I love spicy food. And anything to do with like tacos, pizza. I mean, I'm a junk food kind of girl. Sports entertainment. I was on Amazon delivery driver. Pretty chill job. Just the holidays were hectic. I would love to have a dash cam in the car. Like, I would totally be the person having a dash cam, like showing different things. I don't know what's legit or what you can't, but I would totally do that for that because that's different. My only problem now is like, what am I gonna do? Record filming the back of my car, taking out my same delivery bag each time for restaurant orders. That's why I don't do that too often, unless I want to show people how big an order is. But if I had a truck full of Amazon deliveries, it's like, guys, check out this, what do they call it? Stack, bulk, whatever. Like, check this out, and you have them all there. I could make some really fun videos out of that. I do like making ride-along videos, but I think I'd have more fun doing it with groceries. Frank, when the Walmart orders become good for Uber Eats, let me know, as their payouts suck. They do pay. That's why both of us don't do it. Guillaume, well, Uber Eats Shop and Pay will have more offers since the Corner Shop app is going to be fully integrated when Uber Eats won't exist by the summer. With Uber Eats and won't exist. Exactly. And I know you and I were talking about that. That was something I definitely saw coming, because it does not make sense for consumers to be on two different apps, but as well, it's us gig workers are on two different apps. So I think they're doing a lot more of a better marketing thing by doing it that way. At least I can say that's one thing better with Uber. And yes, we are going with DoorDash and Walmart Spark, but in this case, I know that many people will have to go with DoorDash because there's no Walmart Spark for many people. But would you rather do shopping for DoorDash, or would you rather do shopping for Walmart Spark? Personally, I'd rather do anything else than DoorDash, except when it does come to food deliveries, because DoorDash has been giving me a few more offers here and there recently. Nothing that's been top notch, but they have bailed me out on slow times. I have not done ride-along videos recently when it comes to DoorDash because it's the one-off and it's normally in the evenings. But I mean, because Walmart Spark has such a better rep when it comes to groceries, I'll give it to Walmart Spark that's what I'd rather do. That's what I would rather, but I don't have it in my market. Frank says, really happy for that, as that means more orders for me. That's going to be more orders for all of us. Yeah, I can definitely say one thing, Frank, when it comes to it. Guillaume schools us. Like, you have your part-time job, and so does Guillaume. A full-time, rather, and so does Guillaume. And Guillaume makes huge money doing what he does. He's a hustler. You need to go to Sherbrooke, where Guillaume is, to be a huge hustler the way that he is. Like, seriously. He's really good. I get jealous. But he also does Uber X. So because he does Uber X, he drives... Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. I love the sticker. Keep it up. Is that for my live stream, keep it up, or is that my cardio days? Because my cardio days now entail me doing deliveries. I am trying to get out 6 days a week right now. And that's because there's always a day of the week where something happens where I can't do deliveries. And so because of that, I'm trying to get out 6 days a week instead of 5 days a week so that I can make up for that extra difference. Your Starbucks sorted. That's awesome. Guillaume, big note for DoorDash for groceries. I think that's the census here, eh? DoorDash is not really liked when it comes to grocery orders. Definitely not. Here, let's go on to one that people might enjoy more. Would you rather? Oh. Starbies. That's what you call it. Starbies. Lauren, are you much of a Starbies person as Frank is? And you already know who Frank is. So he's a huge Starbies. He's a huge venti. He likes his Americanos. And me, I like the one that's like a mocha, an iced mocha. I like coffee, I like chocolate, and I like it on ice. Would you rather a plus 35 degree temperature for doing deliveries or minus 35 degree temperatures for doing deliveries? Okay, sports entertainment is a little bit on the hot side. 35 degrees, you know how hot that is? Gary, oh my, Gary, plus 35, Guillaume, plus 35. All right, I did not expect this. I mean, but Guillaume, we're from Montreal. But minus 35 does pay well. I don't know. Would I rather be cooking in my car or freezing in my car? That's a hard one. Honestly, let's put it this way. I like to look at it as which one can I survive more with the engine off? That's what I... Okay, Guillaume, engine off. I can survive minus 35 with the engine off. I'm born and raised in Montreal. I'm used to that temperature. But plus 35, I mean, it only takes a few minutes before that heat kicks in, even with the windows down. I mean, I know which one I'm gonna go with, regardless. Tom says, plus 35 any day makes me feel like I'm in Cape Town again. DY, merde. Car would die on both. The fact that you're using merde. This is how we censor ourselves with YouTube. Gary, my car has AC. Guillaume says I have a hybrid. Okay, every once in a while, people, we gotta turn these cars off. I am with you guys, though. I am on the 35-degree temperature. Absolutely. I'm not gonna go out and get frostbitten. So, here's the... I'm closing this. It makes like a squeaking noise. Here's the thing with minus 35. I don't got anything against the code because the code can pay well. Exactly like Sports Entertainment said. It does pay well. The problem about it is that when it comes down to the whole minus 35 degrees, I can't do deliveries without having gloves on. And the problem with having gloves on is even if you have a touchscreen, the gloves I have are a little bit too big. And so because of that, when I try to do the touchscreen, I can't maneuver it. I just can't. And of course, Frank, I am not surprised that you said that. My brother is the type that will go out in minus 10 degrees and shorts on, just so you know. So when my brother says minus 35, although when we had minus 41, Frank, with that wind chill, you did turn it in pretty quickly. Just saying. Guillaume says, my motor is off of battery, not drain. Otherwise, it gets on to recharge. Not all of us have a hybrid, sweetheart. I have a gas guzzler. If you guys want to hear something entertaining, by the way, I did get into sort of a small accident the other day. Sort of. It was not amusing at all for me whatsoever. I went to go do an Uber Eats drop-off, actually relatively close to my house, and I know I'm to blame. I know that I'm to blame, but I know I tried to fix it. Okay, my customer had a bottom unit, then you had the top unit, and you have the driveway. So where I parked my car, it was blocking the driveway because I figured the bottom unit car was not moving. I get out my car, and I notice immediately the white back tail lights were going on, which means somebody was in the car that I was blocking and they were gonna back up. I get in my car and I'm like, oh crap, like this person, and you can hear them, right? They're on a cliff, so on their driveway, and they're vroom, vroom, and I am honking my horn like a savage, like beep, beep, and they don't hear jack you know what. So I put down my window. I'm like, hey, I'm behind. And I'm trying to get out. And I couldn't. And he backed out right into my right back passenger side, which is where my son's car seat is. Luckily, it was just me in the car. I was fortunate. It was only a dent. But he gets out the car, doesn't speak a word of English. Luckily, I do speak some French. But this conversation was exchanging back and forth of me saying, don't you hear my horn and don't you open your eyes? And him saying, why did you park behind my car? And I told him I had an Uber Eats drop off. It was going to be a split second. If I would have seen that he got in the car before I parked there, of course I wouldn't have parked there. But I tried to fix my mistake. I honked the horn like a bloody savage. I put my window down. There were bystanders that were watching it. And he still drove into me. He says to me, oh mon Dieu, désolé, oh wow, I'm trying to speak French here. Forget it. My ears! Je pas écoute les oreilles. C'est pas moche. I'm like, oh my god. So he's telling me in French that he wasn't listening because he doesn't have good ears. Okay, but when you're backing out of your driveway, you're gonna tell me you don't look left and right in your blind spots to see if there's people behind you? You don't check? And at the end, he was like, oh, okay. Oh, je pas écoute. Like, I wasn't listening. And he looks and he's like, oh, it's a dent. You can smack it out. Well, of course, I'm the liable case because I did park in front of his driveway, but I tried to fix my freaking mistake, and now I have a dent about this big in the car. It's nothing to worry about. Nobody got hurt, but it's like, damn it. DUI says, I'm using a Tesla. Too hot cars AC would drain my range, and too cold my thermal pump would drain the range. So yeah, man. Fair answer, love. Fair answer. For myself, I am gonna go with the plus 35. Yes, I don't like the code. Everybody who knows me knows that I hate the code, but I can't put my thermal gloves on. So without my thermal gloves on, I can't really do much. So I agree with you, lovelies. I'm going with that too. I don't blame you. Would you rather 12 cans of Coke or 3 2-liter bottles of whatever type of soda you want? I literally colored them red, orange, and purple because Canva allows me to do that. Would you rather drop off 12 cans of Coke or 3 2-liter bottles of drinks, which ends up being a total of 6 liters? I don't know why I put this one. I just wanted to ask. Nobody is perfect. Bud Soda says yeah, I think that I don't want to gender assume. They are going with 12. Sports entertainment, you think that's bad? I did an Uber Eats order. I hit a brick wall when turning. Now there's a big dent on my car. At least then I could say I'm fully at fault. Now I don't know who to accuse more, me or the idiot that can't listen. DY wants the 3 2-liters. Frank says, give me the cans. TN says, give me the cans. Sports entertainment is going with the 3 2-liters. This is interesting. Now, the thing about this that I'm not specifying is whether it's shop and pay or doing food deliveries. It's really to find out just which one people rather take. Guillaume is going with the 2-liter bottles. Tom is going with the 12 cans. I gotta admit, if I have to pick my choosing, for a better tip, I think the 2 liters are better. But for convenience, because normally it's either going to be in a 2 6-packs or a 12-pack, I'm going to go with the cans. And the reason why I'm going to go with the cans is just it's easier. It's easier. With the 2-liter bottles, they're probably going to get more shaken up, and if I haul them up in a bag. If I got 2-liter bottles in my arms and 3 of them, I could be juggling them or trying to maintain them, and that might be a pain in the neck to deal with. So I think I'm going to go with the cans, just because I think it's going to be more simplified packaging. Like, if I had to do a 12 individual cans, that would be a pain in the you-know-what that I'm not going to deal with. But if I said 12 individual cans, I think everybody would shift, would shift over to the liter of bottle, the bottles, liter, bottles, bottle, liter, whatever. In comparison to it. So yeah, I'm going to take my vote and go with the cans as well. I think the cans is a lot more of a safer bet for sure. Let's see the next one here. All right, so I know for a fact I have 3 left, I think it is. And these ones I made all customizable. This could be with Uber Eats, this could be with DoorDash, or this could be with Skip the Dishes. But which would you rather? So the dollars are at the top. Would you rather do $18.85 for 45 minutes double stacked, for 2 kilometers driving to the restaurant, and then you got 8 kilometers driving to your client? Or would you rather take a $26.87 order for 63 minutes? Again, it's still double stacked 2 clients, but this time you got 12 kilometers to that restaurant, but only 4 to your customer. Which one would you rather? These ones are my favorite ones to do, because these are more scenario based. I make them up in my head. I come up with them. I wish I had more than about 3 of these, but that's what I came up with. So again, $18.85, 45 minutes, 2 clients, 2 kilometers to the restaurant, and then 8 to the client, or $26.87 for 63 minutes for 2 clients. 12 kilometers is going to that restaurant, but then you only got 4 kilometers left to go to the client. So in the total for the $18.85, it's a total of 10 kilometers, and for the 26, it's a total of 16 kilometers. Sports entertainment is taking the $18.85. Bud Soda is taking that 26, then stack upon with the other apps. Ooh, dirty multi-apper. Look at that, making the most bang. Sports entertainment. I like long drives to the clients than restaurant. Okay, I see where you're going. Okay. Depends where it leaves you. That's where Bud Soda and I kind of looking. Bobo, you can't do that. You gotta choose. You gotta choose, Bobo. D, neither. You do realize, Ash, both of those are garbage. Hey, it's a would you rather. I didn't say if it was good. I said it's would you rather. Of course I realize these are both garbage. Although, let's face it, it's a few kilometers more, but you know what? I'm not going to give my opinion just yet. I'm not going to give my opinion just yet because then it's going to say which one I would rather. TN is 26. Tom is 1885. We really got to split. To my lovelies that keep saying neither, pick one. Come on, Bobo and Dean. You got to pick one. And no, I never said these were going to be good. I said you got to pick one. Would you rather? That's the fun of it. It makes me pick your brains to see what you lovelies think about different orders. I'm not on the road with you guys. Gary's going 18 less distance. Gary and I kind of share that feeling in mind. Frank, you're surprising me. Frank is going 1885. Wow. So you're gonna drive 8 kilometers from a restaurant to a client? Frank, really? Guillaume, 26, because you're closer to the restaurants after. So I'm gonna say my answer because my lovely Guillaume read my mind. 2687. Why? Not because I don't understand that these are crappy orders, but because it's closer to the restaurant order. That's what I'm looking at. I like the 1885 because all I gotta do is a very quick to the restaurant and then I'm driving out to the customer. But I gotta get back from those 8 kilometers to normally where I would be is a hot zone. But with the 2687, I'm going to those restaurants. So I'm expected to be in that hot zone. And then I got 4 kilometers going to my customers. So I am gonna go with the 2687. Frank, this is why you and I do things differently. Again, there is no wrong answers. It's to pick your brains and have fun. I'm not on the road with you, lovelies. But it's pretty cool to see how some of us will go one way and the other ones will go another way. I'll give a few minutes, a few seconds here more for those that want to pop in their answers towards it, but it's pretty cool. Me and Guillaume, that's exactly the reason why I'm choosing 26, is the restaurant location. I am the type of person that I like to stay in the markets. Ask Frank. He's always like, oh, go here, go there. I'm like, I kind of just want to stick around here right now and just lounge. Why? Because I'm near the restaurants and I don't want to drive to another market to get to them. But this one was fun for me to make because this one is just off the bat. It doesn't matter which company. It's all about that offer that comes to the table. Okay, I'm going to switch it over to the next one. You guys ready? All right. Would you rather? Again, choose your company. I don't care about that. But you got $8 on the left side for 20 minutes, 1 customer. 2 kilometers to that restaurant, 1 kilometer to the client. So $8 for 3 kilometers for 20 minutes, 1 client. Or $7, 20 minutes, 1 client. So it's the same thing. They're both 20 minutes. But would you rather take $1 less for 1 kilometer less? Because if you notice, it's 1 kilometer to the restaurant, 1 kilometer to the client. So same time, same amount of customers, 1 kilometer more for $1 more, or 1 kilometer less for $1 less. Bud says my market is massive. My market is manageable. Not massive, but manageable. Guillaume is going $8. Frank, staying in one place when your name is Dash with Ash. Hey, it's catchy for YouTube. Shut up. For those that don't know, Frank's my brother. I will tell him to shut up. But Frank is also choosing 8. Gary, take them both. They are one. Oh, you dirty multi-apper. Sports, honestly, I take them both. You cannot take both. This is a would you rather. TN is 8. Buddha, toss up at 8. DY is going 7. Tom's going 7. You guys are awesome tonight. Thank you for having fun with this with me, because honestly, it's just a lot of fun to do this. And the fact that I can keep my brother in this chat for as long as I have means something. Hospital food, thank you so much for coming in tonight, love. I gave you a shout out earlier, as I do always in my live streams. You are such a sweetheart through and through, and such a great contributor to this channel, and I like your $8 answer. I knew this one would get some people. Between 1 kilometer and $1 difference. Honestly, which would I rather? I'm gonna go with the 8, yes. Yes, this is a perfect stack scenario. No stacking, no stacking. Per kilometer, love, per kilometer. So essentially in miles, it's less. Yes, it's less. It's less. So if we're doing miles, you're looking at like 1 mile, I believe it is what it converts down to. I think it is. I don't have the math on top of my head, but I'm gonna go with my $8 lovelies, and the reason why is, well, I'm already going for the distance. I might as well take $1 more for 1 kilometer. You don't know if you're gonna get much. Frank, she's a bully. She picks on me a lot. A lot to spell A space L-O-T. That was a bad wink. You know how my son winks, by the way? Frank knows this. If you wink at my son like this, my son will go, because he doesn't know how to wink. So Frank, that's not me picking on you, but a lot is spelled A space L-O-T. I love you, Frank. I really, really do. Frank and I are very close, and honestly, he puts up with me calling him a lot throughout the day when I'm doing gig work and I'm bored. I call him even when he's working. But Soda, the way my market is set up, I can loop in the main area, which I haven't worked much today, ironically. Hey, I find dirty apping works. If people can do it, go for it. I can't. Yeah, I know the conversion is 1 mile equals 1.6, but it's like when I'm trying to think about it in my head with these numbers, unless I'm intentionally doing it to pop it into a video, I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember. But yes, it is 1.6. Absolutely. I would love to multi-app and be able to take one versus the other, but I can't pull it off. I'm not against multi-apping whatsoever. It's just not something I can accomplish. Really? People leave? You know we don't have TTV in here, Frank. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all. Alright, we got one more here today, loves. Would you rather? Again, your company, your choice, does not matter. We got $12 on the left side for 30 minutes, double stacked, 5 items. Oh, wait, it does matter. Sorry, this was the one where it does matter. Would you rather DoorDash on the left, $12, 30 minutes, 2 clients, 5 items for 7 kilometers total. So $12 is what they're projecting that you're gonna get. We don't know, there could be a hidden tip. Or would you rather go on Uber Eats, $16.50 for 40 minutes for 2 clients, 3 items, 9 kilometers. You're aware I've had 8 orders at once before, right? No, bud, I'm not aware of that. Now I am. Sports Entertainment is taking DoorDash. Oh, no, wait. $16.50. He's going Uber Eats. Jesus. I'm the one that creates it, and I can't even... I did not say they were good, love. I did not say they were good. I should put a disclaimer. Would you rather? Bad order edition. I never said they were good. Gary, higher per kilometer on Uber Eats. Yes, because Uber Eats exposes the tip. DoorDash, but I'd stack it if I had Uber Eats. Frank is going Uber Eats. Guillaume is going Uber Eats. Well, with DoorDash, here's the thing. The key element that I wanted to show here is with DoorDash, we got 5 items here. Now, the 5 items could mean that $12 could be higher, because with DoorDash, they don't like to expose their hidden tips. But honestly, with Uber Eats, if I'm getting $16.50 for those 3 items, that's probably going to be a pretty generous offer, which is going to tell me that it's probably going to be a high tip because it's an expensive order. If I'm getting $16.50, hey, hospital food, love, put in a semicolon like this and type in ASH and check out the emojis that you can use because you are a member. And then you can choose the Uber Eats icon if you want to go ahead and use it. It's pretty fun. You have that capability. So if you do it, I know Guillaume or Frank will probably show you right now because, yeah, that's what happens when I type. But you can do that. because you are a member. Can I go just backwards here? No. There we go. Door trash. Frank, what's our one for door trash? What's our one for door trash? It's pretty fun with these emotes. They make it more beneficial. So yeah, I think Uber Eats, if I'm getting a 1650 double stack, normally that means, so in this case, it's what, 9 kilometers? So for 9 kilometers, Uber is probably going to pay me, for 2 customers, about $7. About $7. And then the remaining of that is tip. So I would say it's a pretty generous tip coming from 2 customers. So I'm going to go with Uber Eats. And this is not because I'm not big on door trash. It is just simply because of the fact that I know with Uber Eats, my higher tip orders come from high tip offers right off the get-go. So I think this one could be 3 items. What if it's 2 days ago? No, yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, the reason why I secured $60 in 2 hours is because one of the offers that came in on Uber was $13 for 7 kilometers. And it was for Indian food. So I accepted it. And next thing I look is it shows 1 item and it's on Uber Eats. And that 1 item was a 4 to 5 person combo meal. I get to the restaurant, it's over $91 and the customer tipped me $15 in the app. So even though they showed $13, I got paid $5.94 from Uber plus $14.97 for the customer. So I made just over like $20 for that order. So I was happy with that. Yeah, you totally have access to that now, Hospital Food. You can definitely do it. Just type in semicolon Uber Eats, press space, and it's all there for you. You got access to all of those emotes now because of the fact that you are a member. And anybody else who wants to, go ahead. You can become a member. You click join now, and it will allow you access to the to these emojis. And the advantage of that is that if you are answering, let's say, in a comment in a video, you can use you can use emojis in my videos now. So it's pretty cool. Anybody can go in the comments. So let's say my brother, for example, and he's commenting on my video and he wants to say Uber Eats. He can put the Uber Eats icon and type the rest of his comment, just like people are doing here. I want to start bringing that into not just live streams, but into the channel, because I've noticed nobody else has it. And I think it's a pretty cool feature that allows people to use it. So you can use DoorDash, Skip the Dishes, Instacart, Door Trash, and Uber Eats. So for example, for Skip, I think this is going to go to the next screen. That's exactly what I thought. I type space, there's a Skip the Dishes one. So it's pretty cool. I press the emoji, the symbol in the chat box, and you see the icons. Yes, you can do that. Go in the bottom left-hand corner of the live stream chat and click add reaction. Yes, and then Guillaume has fun spamming all of those on there. Well, this was super, super fun, my lovelies. So I do appreciate you. Wow, I feel like more narrow now. I feel more wide open. Look at this. I can move my arms now. This was a lot of fun to be able to do a live stream like this. Tomorrow, I have a video coming out. There you go, Hospital Food. Exactly. Exactamente. Comme ça. I have a video coming out tomorrow. And I'm almost tempted to premiere it. Let me just turn down this music a little bit. I gotta say, even Frank, I told you about it. Whoops. I did not let go of that scroll bar. There we go. I did not even, Frank, I know I told you about it, but I'm telling you, you're gonna want to watch it because the recording that I did do is very good. I have one for Uber Eats. It is not a nice one to Uber, but it's one that I definitely want to share. So it's coming out tomorrow at the same time as usual. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might premiere it. So if I premiere it, I will be in that chat with you lovelies. Why did my music just go off all of a sudden by itself? There we go. So if so, I will be there to premiere it. But I'm telling you, it is definitely one that you're going to want to watch. It's going to have negativity towards one specific company. It's going to have me dropping an F-bomb near the end of the video. And it's going to be very descriptive about how I feel towards what happens. So I'm not going to say too much about it. And thank you for that, my love. I appreciate that. Always cherry picking. Thank you for coming in here this evening. It's okay, Hospital Food. I do plan on bringing back my live streams. When I do live streams, I tend to do them once every 2 weeks. This one was more of a game one. Typically, I host it with topics and we all just, you know, talk and interact. Joseph! Thank you for that, love. I appreciate that. Again, Lauren, thank you as well for that, sweetheart. I am getting back into things. I like to keep my live streams once every 2 weeks, but I'm going to be resuming them on Tuesday. So anybody that is going out tomorrow for Valentine's Day, I wish you truly the best of luck when it comes to doing some orders tomorrow. I hope you guys make some good tips. I look forward to doing that. And until then, I will catch you tomorrow in those comments, and I wish you lovelies a great evening.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary.